Hello, this is Dr. Do again. This video is outside of medicine. Continue the book of Proverbs. I finished the previous video on part of chapter 12. And if you recall, start from chapter 10. They're all the Proverbs of Solomon. So I'm going to continue to read the second part of chapter 12. I'm going to read. A fool shows his annoyance at once, but a prudent man overlooks an insult. A truthful witness gives honest testimony, but a false witness tells lies. Reckless words pierce like a sword, but the tongue of the wise brings healing. Truthful lips endure forever, but a lying tongue lasts only a moment. There is a deceit in the hearts of those who plot evil, but joy for those who promote peace. No harm befalls the righteous, but the wicked have their fill of trouble. The Lord detests lying lips, but he delights in men who are truthful. A prudent man keeps his knowledge to himself, but the heart of fool blurts out folly. Diligent hands will rule, but laziness ends in slave labor. An anxious heart weighs a man down, but a kind word cheers him up. A righteous man is cautious in friendship, but the way of wicked leads them to estuary. A lazy man does not roast his game, but the diligent man prizes his possessions. In the way of righteousness there is a life. Along the path is immortality. Chapter 13. A wise son heeds his father's instruction, but a mocker does not listen to rebuke. From the fruit of his lips a man enjoys good things, but the unfaithful have a craving for violence. He who guards his lips guards his life, but he who speaks rashly will come to ruin. The sluggard craves and gets nothing, but the desires of the diligent are fully satisfied. The righteous hate what is false, but the wicked bring shame and disgrace. Righteousness guards the man of integrity, but wickedness overthrows the sinner. So this is, I'm going to stop here and continue to read next time. So this is part of the second part of chapter 12 and start chapter 13. Talk about the diligence and also the lazy, the wicked and also the righteous, and also prudent and the folly. So it's kind of compare different kind of person. So it's the fool shows annoyance, it's just hot-tempered. I think this is from the history, it's all the time. But a prudent man overlooks an insult. A truthful witness gives honest testimony, and a false witness tells lies. And also talk about the honest tongue and also the lying tongue. Truthful lips endure forever. The lying tongue lasts only a moment. So these two paragraphs, these two verses talk about the words, whether it's a lie or truth. There is a deceit in the heart of those who plot evil, but joy for those who promote peace. So if it is in anybody's capacity to bring the peace, then bring the peace. That's really, along with it is the joy. The Lord detests lying lips, and he delights in men who are truthful. So this is a talk again about the truth and lie. By the way, the truth, I think if you recall, the truth is not the fact. It's not the real or not real. It's not the fact. It's the truth, what you believe. The truth always comes with the false. In terms of, there's really no line. I think there's no sharp line to separate the truth and the false, if you think about it, because it's not a fact. However, the mindset, the belief really set it sharp, whether it's true or not true. For example, the truth for the Christianity is Jesus' resurrection, but the truth for the other religions probably is not. So it depends, really, that's the subjective judgment of the truth. The prudent man keeps his knowledge to himself, but the heart of fools blurts out folly. So this is saying, restrain the tongues. The wise always not talk that much. Diligent hands will rule, but laziness ends in slave labor. So it's talk about if you're diligent, work hard. And talk about easiness. An anxious heart weighs a man down, but a kind word cheers him up. So this is saying the view of life, the point of view, whether the cup a half-filled cup, whether you see the water, the filled part, or you see the empty air be on top of the water. So this is if you're worrying, see the negative part. That's really weighing the heart down, and also at the same time keep optimal, realistic of the optimal. I think that's probably the best way to put it. A righteous man is cautious in friendship, but the way of wicked leads them astray. Again, talk about the wicked and righteous, the consequences of the righteous, and also what they do. The righteous man also choose friend, cautious, really not randomly pick up friendship. Talk about lazy. A lazy man does not roast his game, but the diligent man prizes his possessions. So let's talk about diligent and lazy. In the way of righteousness, there's life. Along that path is immortality. So the righteous has the righteousness will gain the immortality. Chapter 13. A wise son heeds his father's instruction, but a mocker does not listen to rebuke. So it's talk about the wise and also the mocker, the not serious. The wise man also always listen to fathers of the wise. At the same time, those reckless or mockers does not listen to rebuke. From the fruit of his lips a man enjoys good things, but unfaithful have a craving for violence. So the fruit of his lips a man enjoys good things, but the unfaithful have a craving for violence. So this is talk about the word of faithful. It's because the lips. So the fruit of his lips. If we have faithful words, that's the fruit of the lips. Enjoy good things, and if unfaithful, have the craving for violence. So that's also if you your words is not faithful, then it's kind of fight start from there. The sluggish craves and get nothing, but the desires of diligence are fully satisfied. So let's talk about the laziness and also the diligent. The righteous hate what is false, but the wicked bring shame and disgrace. So this is the righteous always seek for the not false, hate the false. So again, false or truth is really the subjective view. Righteousness guards the man of integrity, but wickedness overthrows the sinner. So again, talk about righteous and wicked. So this is the part of chapter 13 and part of chapter 12. Talk about the righteous versus wicked, the diligent versus lazy, and also the prudent versus the reckless, and also the truth versus the false. So this is all kind of the pairs of opposite of the mind guided behavior. So again, do not, from this I learned is do not be reckless, annoyance quickly when you hear something not right or wrong or against you, and also be truthful and also diligent, and righteous. So this is about the center of this two paragraphs. So I'm going to stop here, and hope you can read, interpret in your own way. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.